Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out something called Insatia. This is a game that basically functions a little bit like something like a hybrid of the Tron's Light Cycle type of game mixed with the snake puzzle game you're probably familiar with from your childhood, with a sort of an overlay of like a bioengineer kind of scientific thing going on too. As you can see from the background here, the essential fundamentals of the game is that you're going to be trying to grow your insect as long as possible by eating all the other insects in the world around you. Now, before we get started, you can probably see everything is in Cyrillic. I wanted to start this up in the Russian language mode so I can show you how to get to English in case you're not a native Russian speaker, and I'm not myself, but I do know enough that I was able to find my way through the options menus. Also, just like I was able to figure it out based on intuiting UIs because I've kind of interacted with a few of those by now. So we're going to go down to Nastroyki, and then we're going to go to the top option here, and then we just need to hit left couple of times, gets you to English, and there's like a whole bunch of options that you can actually configure in here. We've got ones for sound, individual sliders. I must say, despite the fact that the game doesn't come out in natively in English, which, you know, obviously that's not anybody's fault, this is the way the game was released, the game has a very good amount of options. There's a lot of the stuff here that you like to see. There's our credits screen, of course. I also have to perhaps levy a little bit of a complaint in that the game seems to crash constantly. But I did find it was well presented and more, you know, an interesting enough concept that I wanted to show it off on the channel in general. Alright, well, I want to show off the credits, but then it kind of went on a long journey, and I probably had to cut through that a little bit. So let's start up a game. We'll go to level 1, and this is only the second time I played. I've only spent about a minute and a half with the thing, so I'm still getting acclimated myself for how exactly this works. Moving around is basically wiggling the arrow keys left and right, so we're going to go left, right, left, right, left, right, and, you know, you gain speed by doing that wiggling. Oh god, it cut me in half! Oh, it ate me! Alright, so you see life is tough in the world of Insatia. We just had a very poor experience as an adult worm, and we're going to try and hopefully re-go ourselves to where we were in that prior life. So we've come out of our egg, and we're gonna maybe eat up some berries for a second here, get reacclimated. Game has really great visual presentations, a lot of great touches here, as well as, you know, just fantastic soundtrack on top too. Not so fast, what is it telling me? Oh, it's telling me to wiggle a bit slower so I can get a bit more distance, I guess, because this is how these insects would actually properly move. Waiting for this one to land. I'm betting it's not going to, though. Is that the Android logo up there? I'm betting it is. Not sure quite what it's doing. But look at all the detail in these effects. We've got this sheen on top of the, whatever that light is. We've got some mist blowing in. There's a little bit of a fog happening, and then a blur at the bottom right and left corners. Kind of gives you like a focal point to things. There's very subtle shading happening as well in the game. And the animation on the insect is very smooth as well. The whole thing, really, really well put together. Look at that shadow even shows across the insect. How good is that? Okay, unfortunately it looks like this text wasn't actually translated to English, so I don't know what that's going to be saying. Maybe a Russian language speaker could let me know if you feel so inclined. Also, it looks like there's multiple levels to this little area, and maybe we'll find our way down there eventually. So I'm just kind of exploring, seeing what's around. Look at that depth of field as the light turns on. Man, the presentation in this is so good. It totally makes me forgive having to restart it about 20 times to get a screen resolution that was acceptable. There's a problem I've found, and maybe this is just me, and let me know if this is just me, where the game will just crash at certain resolutions, because I tried to set it to 1280 by 720 full screen, and then after it kept crashing when I was started up, I found that there was a configure file. Oh, and it's crashed now, so there you go. Alright, so it actually crashed roughly in about the same spot it crashed in the first part when I was getting set up to do a pre-recording, and I'm wondering if it's just my computer or what, because it seems like it's so unstable. I really want to show this one off, though, and I really think it's a great game. It's just, unfortunately, there's so many technical issues getting in the way. So anyway, I reset everything. We're good to start again, and I guess I'll give it one more try and see if we get to the same spot, and if it crashes again, well, unfortunately, not much else I can do other than say, hey, give this a try, but be warned, this might happen to you. So let's hit play. We'll go back to, well, you know what, maybe I should start out at level 2, because I don't actually understand what to do means, and then the tutorial is level 2. Competition, maybe each of these is... Oh, it's saying maybe these are to be unlocked or something like that. So we'll try the tutorial then and see if maybe I have a better time. Oh, I see. Okay, so what happened, I guess, is the first level is basically my chance to be alive and try out being a big old wormy guy, and then when I failed that, it moved me to level 2, which is a tutorial, so it actually has sort of a narrative progression that it's going for there, and that makes sense then. I was thinking maybe these levels are actually modular, but I was right the first time. They do actually follow a sequence of events. The other thing I didn't get to mention before the crash is you can also hold S to charge up and lunge at things, which you actually can jump. You spring right off the ground, as you can see there. I wonder, too, if since the crash happened in the same spot, maybe I'll just stay away from the bottom right corner of this zone. It's kind of tempting, too, to use the S key and just sort of lunge around all the time, but I think you're not going to have as fun a time, because you'll very quickly find that your character's just not really moving around very much, and mobility's kind of important in this. Kind of wish there's more going on in this world, but presumably we'll get long enough to venture around a little bit more. Let's see if we can catch an insect for once here. I think it's got to land eventually, right? Come on down. Come on. Any day now. Not so fast. I'm sorry, I'm being exuberant because I'm chasing this bug around. Game, it's not my fault. I'm not really gaining that much more speed from being more serpentine, am I? Oh, you know what? If I jump, I might have a chance. Oh, well, I got that berry. And I think we're approaching the area where it crashed both times. Let's see if I can just avoid that. So my lunges don't quite keep up. I wonder maybe if I need to get longer first before that becomes possible. It's a tough world here. It's a bit kill or be killed, right? And that's what we saw in the brutal beginning there, as the worms were eating each other in half, and we were not able to quite make it out. I'm not really sure what I could have done differently there, other than maybe just avoided everything. What? The little light changed color and said something different. Wonder if it's like... Oh, maybe that's how I finished the level. I have to get to a certain length, and then if I go towards the center, it's like, okay, you can go down a level now. Oh, okay, I caught the fly, and that caused it to crash. So maybe it's got an issue with colliding with certain, you know, food objects in this game, unfortunately. The other bad thing is when it crashes, like, it's really hard to get your mouse back, and I had to actually use hotkeys in Control-Delete to get the thing even terminated. Like, Alt-F4 didn't work, Control-Delete only worked in that I could bring up the thing, and then I had to do Alt-E after using Tab and arrow keys. Anyway, this is becoming, like, a very strange thing here. I wanted to show this game off. I think it's really fun. I think it's cool. It's just... what can I say? So give Insatia a try. I'd be curious to know if you guys have similar issues with your versions of the game. I certainly hope you don't, and if you do happen to be able to get past where I'm at right here, please let me know in the comments if it gets better as you go on, how the progress feels. I mean, the presentation quality is great on this game, and I just wish I could play it more. So anyway, I guess I'll wrap up and make a very short episode out of this. I feel awkward putting it up like this, but at the same time, it's like I want people to see this game. It's just, you know, what can I do? But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like on it. I'll be sure to bring you back another episode tomorrow. New episodes of Indie Impressions go up every single day, so if you want to come back for that, there will be another one then. I hope you have a fantastic night, and thank you everybody for watching. Talk to you all later.